When a 39-year-old Lionel Messi steps off the bench, the stadium reacts as one. Thousands rise to their feet simultaneously, while millions at home stop scrolling, locked into the same singular moment of anticipation. They know exactly what they're about to see. He delivers with a mechanical sort of certainty. After sending his first free kick narrowly over the crossbar, he steps up to a second dead ball and methodically buries it in the bottom corner. That strike made Messi the first player in the history of the FIFA World Cup to score in 7 consecutive matches. This chart shows Messi's 19 total tournament goals. When you line that number up against the historical averages of other modern World Cup forwards, he looks less like a player and more like a statistical anomaly. But behind that star power, the Argentinian engine is stalling. While Messi continues to find the net, the rest of the starting front line hasn't scored a goal from open play in 3 games.
We're watching a paradox. Messi is delivering a historic masterclass, but that individual brilliance is currently covering up the fact that this team cannot produce a result without their captain on the pitch. He carries this team through a psychological phenomenon that players describe as an athletic aura. The aura is a form of passive intimidation. It's what happens when an elite athlete's presence alone causes their opponents to doubt their own training and hesitate at the worst possible moments. Tiger Woods famously held this over the golf world. Competitors would watch their own mechanics break down on the first tee before a single shot was even hit because they were paired with him. Roger Federer did the same on grass. Opponents felt they had already lost a set in the locker room, defeated by the mental weight of the match before stepping onto the court. NBA players describe a similar presence with Michael Jordan, a suffocating weight that completely silences a room and forces the other team into unforced errors. That psychological pressure broke the Jordanian defense on Messi's free kick. The goalkeeper's failure wasn't about the physics of the ball, it was about the man taking the shot. This diagram shows the actual trajectory of that strike. Objectively, the kick was average. It stayed low to the ground, lacked extreme power, and moved toward the center of the goal. In a training session, this is a routine save, but the wall separated and the goalkeeper froze. The aura forced them to second-guess thousands of hours of muscle memory, waiting for a magic curve that never actually happened. At 39 years old, Messi's most lethal weapon is no longer his foot speed. It is his ability to psychologically warp the game for the people standing across from him. Look at the quality of the opponents Messi has faced this month. It's unclear if these historic stats reflect a return to his peak or simply the level of his competition. This bracket shows Argentina's path through the group stage. They secured their points against Algeria, Austria, Jordan, and Cape Verde, a schedule that offered almost no resistance from top-tier defenses. Against this tier of competition, the psychological weight of Messi's name secures results, hiding structural cracks that a more disciplined opponent would immediately exploit. Underneath that magic, the team survives by relying on a hidden engine, a group of streetwise enforcers who handle the gritty side of the sport. Players like Rodrigo de Paul and Enzo Fernandez operate as the team's protectors. They handle the physical confrontations and the high-speed defensive rotations, allowing Messi to conserve his energy for the final third. Argentina relies on this specific ecosystem. The midfielders do the heavy lifting and the dirty work to keep the star clean, maintaining the appearance of a dominant, cohesive unit. The group stage is over, and the tournament is about to undergo a radical shift in quality. In the knockout rounds, the aura will collide with squads that are deeper, younger, and much harder to intimidate. A team like England brings a different level of defensive discipline and multi-goal threat depth. They are built to absorb pressure and wait for the moments where a one-man system inevitably tires. The knockout bracket offers no hiding spots. We will see if Messi can physically carry a 26-man roster to a title, or if the burden finally becomes too heavy to lift.